Well, they say you can't fight City Hall, but you can put up a wall to keep it out. That's exactly what's happening in the Comox Valley right now. A frustrated developer has been told he needs to go back to square one with a condominium project because his development permit has run out. So now, instead, he's put up concrete barricades on the property, cutting off a popular walking trail and sending a message to the city. Gord Kurbis reports.
It's considered to be one of the jewels within the city of Courtenay, a walking path that extends for several kilometers along the Courtenay River, a favorite trail for those on foot and on bikes.
I think it's really nice. It's close downtown, so people can come walking here, even off work or whatever, and can go from wherever and go walking.
But this popular path now has a cement wall that divides it in two, much to the surprise and annoyance of many.
Oh, what's that? I have no idea what's going on.
Well, that's not fair. That's half the path.
I'm surprised and I'm disappointed.
There are actually two walls that have recently appeared, placed on either side of property owned by Riverfront Developments. The company constructed 3 phases of a popular riverfront project and has been planning a 4th. It's taken longer than anticipated, and their permit expired at the end of May. The city says they have to start again.
We're back at square one. There was a number of issues that were of interest to the city in moving this forward. We've worked, we put a lot of time and effort in making those.
But reached today by telephone in Kelowna, developer Scott Butler told A News the city promised an extension. It was tied to when the company gave up $72,000 worth of land for just $3,000. That was for the widening of Cliff Avenue.
We're looking to enforce a contractual commitment, and we don't really have any other way of doing that with the city except through the court process, which obviously we don't want to get into. So obviously we thought this would get their attention, and I guess it worked.
The city did have an agreement to have this public access across the developer's private property. That expired in May, and Butler says his lawyers notified the city the barricades would go up if the issue wasn't resolved. He says the city didn't budge, so he was left with no choice.
We're not just doing this to spite people of Courtenay who enjoy the trail. This is a fairly serious commercial issue with the city, and they just haven't come through on their commitments.
They knew there was a date they had to meet, which was May, and they simply didn't. There was no communication from them, even though the city has had numerous correspondence with them.
While the developer and the city both wait for the other side to move to resolve the issue, the public can't understand why the two sides just can't work it out.
I think it's stupid.
Why that?
Well, they should, both parties should get together and settle the thing without having to put this nonsense up.
Can't he continue to negotiate with the city without stopping people's pleasure?
Until someone makes that first move, the wall remains. In Courtenay, Gord Kurbis, A News.